Hi, welcome to Chax Break. I'm Dorko for you, and the other one was,
Who am I? I'm Megafire, I think. Hi. And with us today...
JonTron!
Oh yeah, okay,
No,
it's
you're not.
JonTron.
You're lying.
No, it's me. You know me. I'm the guy with the weird voice.
He doesn't have a weird voice. It's
Master
Hanson.
Godzilla.
I think that's all of us, right? Yeah, that's it. That's all. Nobody else is here. Nobody.
There's a fourth.
No, nobody else is here. What are you talking about?
Oh, do we start?
Told you nobody was here. It's just that other guy, that weird one.
I was looking at something else.
You gonna introduce yourself? No? Okay.
Six, what's your name?
He's still not gonna. He doesn't talk. What is wrong with you?
I'm shy.
Six, what's
It's
your name?
6.
Is it?
6. Yes, there we go.
Oh.
That's the one. That's me.
He's number 6.
I actually wasn't sure there because you
Oh,
have
I
like
thought I
10
was-
different names.
I have like one name.
Username.
6.
It's the man who made Vista Quest Pocket.
I did it.
Yeah.
Famous for Ice Demon. Oh, wait a second. That wasn't him. Sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, we
I
Wrong
make
really
that-
episode.
enjoyed Harvest.
We make that kind of joke too many times.
You're right. I didn't realize.
Fine, I'll do something different. I really enjoyed Ultimate X.
I really enjoyed
what?
his finest. I really enjoyed his finest
I'm gonna walk
piece,
from this.
Sonic Chronicles.
Do it,
That
please.
was my favorite of 6. I'm sorry.
I thought you were
6
going-
made
okay.
Sonic Chronicles. It was terrible. It
I
was
might as well
tragically-
have.
I really enjoyed NES All Stars.
That one's true. I did enjoy what little I played of NES All Stars.
That was great.
I'm an airplane.
Okay.
We should probably talk about something.
What do we? Okay, well, let's. What stars sea creatures and also promotes graffiti?
You guys are
That's right, Mario Sunshine.
Shark Tale starring Will Smith.
Also, that you're correct.
My
We're talking about
favorite.
Shark Tales.
So I really enjoyed it when Will Smith was voicing a white fish. And then suddenly Angelina Jolie came out as a fish.
I'm so glad that.
Wasn't the Will Smith fish yellow?
Yes, but everyone talked about how he was white.
He's
That doesn't
yellow.
make any
If
sense.
anything, he's Asian.
Yeah, I know, but this is 2,000 people talking, so meh.
They're wrong.
I'm really happy that
Clearly
that Nintendo is making the official Shark Tale video game. It's a little late, but that just means they spent a long time to make it quality.
It is
Exactly.
definitely a quality Shark Tale.
It'll be out for the Nintendo GameCube later this year.
That's a
Are
weird
you
choice.
sure? I'm pretty sure it was a Nintendo 64 exclusive. MG.
No, it's GameCube. They moved it up a little bit.
Oh, makes sense. I guess the long development period.
I'm very happy with the sound-alike cast they got. They got Leonard Nimoy doing Will Smith.
Dude, Leonard Nemo.
Oh, excuse me.
He did recently die.
Oh,
That's the joke. It's been so long in development.
Terrible. How could you make a joke? The late. I'm hurt.
I'm sorry, Six. I didn't realize you were such a Star Trek fan.
I'm a Leonard Nimoy fan.
Oh, okay. Name 3 things he was in that isn't Star Trek.
Simpson.
he's in the upcoming Splatoon. That's right.
Everything else I don't remember.
For the Nintendo GameCube, get it in stores April 1st.
Okay.
My favorite day.
Wait.
Back to the past, Samurai 6. He just really. Okay.
We're
well,
professionals.
This is
well-
what you listen to this for.
more
Does
on.
anybody listen to this?
Well, I do when I
we
go
do.
on bike rides.
That's all that matters.
You've got that.
At least we have ourselves. No, but in reality, we were going to talk about Splatoon because that is the new hip craze.
We were going to, but
sweeping-
not anymore.
No, now we're gonna just talk about Shark Tale.
But really though,
and Will Smith.
I was really happy to play the demo thing. Lots of
Oh,
fun
it's so
there.
good. I want it now.
If anybody uncultured here doesn't know what Splatoon is, it's a game about squids, which you go around and you paint floors and walls and other squids to kill them.
Whoever covers the
great
most
game
floor
for kids.
wins. You gotta cover it all in your color.
Yep.
Orange, green, not red.
Paint and win.
Do you bleed blue? Do you bleed pink? No? Then we can use it as a paint color in the new upcoming Splatoon game.
That's how it went down. I was a little worried about the game that I'd find the controls bad or awkward, but actually playing it, it's perfectly fine. I actually really like the gyro, whatever, motion controls, I guess.
The gyro controls. Yeah, it's really good for
Same gyro controls.
This time I'll be using them.
Completely missed. No, it's good though. Like it took a little getting used to at first, like jump his X, and that's kind of weird, but it totally makes sense.
I actually got used to that right away.
Weird spot.
I mean, you
it's
tell
not my
me
muscle
like
memory,
which
so
button
I
is
just-
jump, and I'll get used to it. I just couldn't.
I don't know how you can do that.
I only had trouble with aiming and like using the right stick and whatnot. But
I didn't jump like the entirety of the first test play.
the only thing I
I
was
just keep forgetting it's a thing.
Oh, man, you know what? I just love jumping in video games. I think that's what it comes down to. I need to jump
Jumping
if I'm
is
playing a game.
You should be jumping at all times. Make yourself as hard a target as possible.
The one thing I was kind of embarrassed that it took me so long to figure out how it works was the basically sniper rifle. I keep forgetting what it's called.
Well, no, the Charger is definitely not something that you could just play right away. It does take, because you can't really. When you try and aim it at the ground, you're not going to cover a lot. You gotta like aim up.
Yeah, that's what got me. I
Ish,
couldn't
and
figure
then
it out. Like,
then
why
it
would
goes
you want to
down.
use this? Because I was just like mashing it, but then I realized it's kind of an airstrike in a way. I was like, oh, I am an idiot.
Yeah.
It's
You
really
gotta
weird
charge it.
because people will probably try to literally snipe with it, and then it's actually just a thing that'll like cover in a straight line, so you don't actually need to aim at a person.
Yeah, it's
No,
not
you do.
the-
You still do.
Well, I mean, if you aim a little bit above them, you'd still get it, wouldn't you?
No,
I
that's
guess
just
not.
for covering the floor.
I was actually
Oh, it's so
wondering about
weird.
that.
Oh, see, like I didn't play the test fire, and I assumed that's how it worked. Okay, well
You
that's
gotta-
good to know.
You do have to aim, and unfortunately, the range isn't as good as you would expect from something that looks like a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Though there are different weapons that weren't available that I assume will have more range, though
Maybe.
traded for a longer charge. I think that was one of the things they were talking about. But yeah, so that's like your introduction to sniper rifles. It's not very sniper rifle-y. It's still a good weapon though, and it's really good against the rollers if you know how to use it.
Rollers. That was the first weapon I chose, and it was such a blast. Just
Oh, it's so fun.
rolling everywhere, spreading paint everywhere, just running people over, rolling them over. There were so
Such
many
a straight
times that I would like sneak behind and see like 2 to 3 guys are totally unaware, and I mow them all down.
Yeah. Like everyone's really new at the game, so they're not really expecting the roller.
That's definitely
But
like
so a lot of people just didn't really know how to deal with it right away. But I think it won't be as bad when the actual game's out and you'll have some more time to play around with all the options. It's just that just with what was available, the paint roller seemed a lot more overpowered than I think it really is.
it's the little Mac of the game, or the Pyro.
They'll figure it out. No, the Pyro's still the best.
W plus M1.
I like that comparison of the roller and the pyro.
Yeah.
It's
pretty much, you know what? It pretty much is.
Don't be tunnel vision or you'll be dead.
Yeah, like a lot of rollers, I noticed they don't really pay attention. They just roll
Right.
in, so you can sneak up behind rollers pretty easily.
It's really easy to
Especially
have
in your
tunnel
Squid
vision
master.
when you're one of
Even
those guys.
actually with any weapon, it kind of is.
That's true too.
Which is funny because it's third person. You actually can see more around you,
Yeah.
but I feel like you're more focused on what's in front of you.
Maybe it's because the aiming controls make it so that you really just have to focus on aiming ahead.
Not
A
really. I think
bit.
it's that because you're third person, you feel safer than if you were just first person. Like someone could be to like the immediate left or right of you, and you'll just never know.
That's
But
true.
in Splatoon, because it's third person, you can see them. But you think you can see them, but you don't actually have that much vision behind you, so they can still sneak up on you pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's only if they start jumping around behind you is what it looks like. The game, yeah, definitely does look appealing.
I love the
but
being able to turn to a squid and like swimming inside the ink. Like it just feels so good.
Yeah, it's a good mechanic. I love it. I don't think I was taking advantage as much as I could have in the test fire, but it does seem like it's gonna be really fun.
yeah, the only reason I'm thinking of getting the game ahead, like at the release date, because recently in Skype chat it was brought up by Cypher that getting the game right away you only get like 5 maps or something, and I could see why somebody would kind of be turned off by that, because playing the same 5 maps over and over and over again would get tedious. And
well, I played the same two maps, and that was pretty okay.
Yeah, I could see why somebody would, but I think it'll kind of give you a bit of an edge, because when later stuff comes out, and they announce like all those big update patches that will come out later on, add different kinds of modes and stuff. You'll already have a better feel for these 5 maps that you'll obviously do better on, and then you don't have to instead of learning 7, 10 maps, you'll be learning whatever is added on. And while that might seem like, oh, why do I need to learn the map? I'm just playing for fun. Yeah, but I mean, it's not fun if some guy knows all those hidden little crevices, comes up, kills you, and you're like, what the heck? How was I supposed to know? And you just... point is, I think there's advantages to getting it early on, but I also see why somebody would want to wait for at least one of the big update patches to come, and it's all free, so I mean, get it now, get it later, doesn't matter.
Remember that there's a single player mode and there's some bosses and
there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's just the map, like just the game. Also, you don't get to pick which maps you play on, at least in the regular modes. So you don't really get to choose to stay with your with the first maps that you know well. You're pretty much going to be forced to play the new maps, which I think is all right, because they're going to be all right anyways.
Like if you prefer a certain map, it's a little unfortunate.
I'm sure that they'll work on, like, if they get enough input for something like that, they'll probably work on it. Because I don't know, it seems like they're trying to add it in a bunch of different modes, and the way that they talk about it seems like they're constantly developing new ideas for like modes, because
they might.
I wanted I think there's enough of us in the group that would be playing the game to have like actual teams and go off against other people.
I mean,
there's definitely gonna be at least 4 of us.
They're gonna eventually have that mode where like there's 4 of us and we fight against another team before or whatever.
Yeah.
Another thing is, I just forgot what it was. I just completely gone from my head.
I think you could just make a private room at one point. That's just all the people are us.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I remember now. A problem with a lot of first-person shooters is that you just have these 1 or 2 or 3 maps that are super popular, and that's all anyone ever plays. And I think that by having the maps rotate, everyone gets to try all the maps, and I think it would make it more balanced on what the map preferences are, instead of like in Team Fortress 2, like every serve being 2 for it for the longest time.
Nobody remembers Hydra.
Exactly. Or that one game, or Counter-Strike, that one desert map that everybody plays on.
Dust,
dude. Final Destination.
Yes.
Yeah, Dust.
Like every first-person shooter has that.
No, that's what I was actually talking about earlier. When I was just like, oh yeah, that's exactly the point I made when we were talking about this. I was like, it's kind of like TF2, except you're not forced to like. It doesn't contain. I was a little upset because I wanted there to be something where you could choose maps, but at the same time, I like you, I saw the reason to cycle through all these. So it's just gonna. But I feel like eliminating the option is kind of. I'm sure they'll put it in when you do those like private matches between friends. They'll do that local. Oh. Well, no, not local. Well, yeah, probably local, but those friend matches.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have those.
I'm
settings
hoping
for
for the
matches.
for the team versus team competitive matches, they're gonna give you some kind of like option to choose between like these different maps, and then roulette between the choices, like kind of like Mario Kart. That would be good. I could see why they wouldn't want it. Everybody picks the same map, plays the same map. All the that would get boring, and I can see it. But I'd rather have like roulette choices at least, rather than hey,
Plus
we're
what
just
they do,
gonna pick for you.
They rotate the maps.
Right? No, but I mean for the specifically for the like team versus team match.
They did say they're gonna have more settings for that.
Wait,
Yeah.
specifically for team versus team, you want just people do roulette like they feel like they have control when they kind of don't?
Well, it would limit to like what people like. I mean, as a team, you could probably as a team you could probably hey, everybody pick this map, and then the other team might want to pick a different map. So it's like the game doesn't choose for you out of all of the maps. It'll just choose between the team favored maps, and I'm sure there will be people that favor one map over the other.
I suppose.
Honestly, I think if it's completely random, it just makes it fair for everyone. Because for the regular games, the teams are random, the maps might as well be random as well.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I can
at
least agree to that in this context. There's rarely times I'll agree to random makes things fair, but here, sure.
yeah, for sure, dude. No, that I have no problem with. That's why I was speaking specifically about team v team.
Especially in Splatoon.
But we'll see.
Especially in Splatoon's case, where it doesn't particularly matter which map you play on, except for like inexperienced players don't know to paint the top of things like towers and whatnot. But aside from that, it doesn't really matter which map you're on.
Yeah, right. Like, the majority of the points you're getting is just like the floor. I mean, you paint the floor. Yeah. All the maps are pretty much the same in that respect. You got that big overhead map, so you know where everything is. I don't think after only a few games, I already knew where pretty much everything was in the 2 maps in the demo. It's not rocket science. The maps are not super complex.
Yeah.
And they're all mirrored. So what's on your side is going to be on the other team's side.
When you look at it overhead, you think it looks a lot more complex than it actually is.
It's not. Well, when you look at if you can see everything overhead, it actually looks a lot simpler than when you would think as you're walking around.
Oh, when I saw the demos, everything looked a little more complicated.
That's what we think. But then they'll introduce the gravel pit map, or fucking steel. I think that's what it was.
No, thank you.
It's like
I like how we're making direct comparisons.
You know what? There's a lot to compare. I mean,
not really, but people like to do it. I swear, every time there's a cartoon shooter, it's like, oh, it's just like a TF2.
Well, you can compare any shooter like this to TF2. I mean, there's a lot of elements that they share.
Right, cartoony shooters.
Well, they've got the cartoons, but you've also got you got the loadouts, you got the hats.
You got more than hats in this.
I guess the dress up is certainly comparable.
Yeah, like it's a team-based shooter.
It's not fair to say that only these games have a whole bunch of games.
There's a lot of games.
Well, hat-themed shooter is a bit of a niche genre.
Excuse me, but Splatoon is sweater-based.
I suppose
they have beanies too.
All sorts of clothing.
They have all kinds of clothing.
They're so hippity hoppity, bro. I can't handle it. All those hipster ass or like fuckboy squids walking around.
I actually do like how they're. I actually do like how they're gonna handle the clothing, because I was kind of worried when they mentioned the stats thing, like, oh well, then you're gonna end up having weird clothing to get the best stuff. But apparently, there's a person that'll change the stats or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it might be random anyway, so you can have like 2 items that are like 2 of the same hat but with different stats.
Yep.
Yeah. So you could eventually get something you want to wear and that have good stats for you.
The fact that you can change it, that's a good thing. I guess I just kind of expected that there wouldn't be very many customizable options, so I'm surprised whenever there is. Like, I actually expect this game to be bare bones, but it actually has quite a bit.
No, that whole little system of sub weapons and super powers or super.
Yeah, that was another embarrassing thing, is that it took me forever to even use grenades and whatnot.
I could see that. I mean, like you wouldn't. It's not like when I think of Splatoon, I always forget about the fact that there's grenades. Some of those supers look really cool. I don't know if they were in the test fire, but like
there were three. There was the shield. There was the whale, and what was the other one?
do they have Kraken?
The other one seemed kind of useless, but I kind of forgot what it was.
Yeah, I remember.
Was it like the weird gate thing, or
was the gate thing in there?
I think it was.
The gate's not a super; it's a grenade, isn't it?
Maybe it was a grenade. I didn't see much of it. The shield was really good.
I remember seeing. I saw a video of the super that targets and shows where everybody is. I really like that one.
Oh yeah, that one is great. It's a great concept.
Especially because if they're hiding in the ink. I wasn't paying a lot of attention. I'm not sure how apparent it is when someone's in the ink.
If they're moving, but if they're staying still, then I don't think you can tell.
Ooh, I like that actually.
I think there's actually kind of a way to like slowly move through the ink, so you're being stealthy about it and they can't really see it. I'm not sure though.
I feel like stealth game in this would be a little bit difficult since the objective is to paint.
Well, yeah, there's the risk that
just...
when you hide in ink, they're just gonna cover it. Although I guess if you're like on a wall, then there's less incentive to spray it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the not all the game modes are about painting, so I'm sure the stealth elements would be more useful. It's kind of hard to justify camping in the regular mode in like the turf war because you gotta constantly be painting. Because you only got 3 minutes to get as much turf down as you can, and any time spent not painting is time spent the other team's painting more than you. Especially when the other team's got rollers.
I think it'll be interesting if chat actually plays this, like, and tries to work together to do these because obviously you can't do this on your own. You can't just like, everybody go wherever you want. You want to kind of like divvy up the duties because everybody's just going to random places. You're obviously going to not paint, efficiently.
Yeah, like I found that a lot of the matches that we were winning, we were together more often.
Really?
Yeah.
I never really noticed that. Not
painting the same place, but we were close.
Yeah, so you can get back up, and then at the same time you.
If, for example, one of my teammates got splatted, we would be there to while they're distracting doing the splat, we would splat them, and then now they're gone, and the other guy can come back.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if you get splatted, the opponent has chances to just paint over all that stuff. You got nobody near you, so they just do whatever they want.
I guess I just never thought about it. I mean, you do find just looking at the map and being like, oh, I can spray stuff over here. Just looking at the map and going wherever. I seem to work fine for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely no one. Well, I'm sure there is one good way to do it, but I think there's a lot of viable ways to do it. Another thing I noticed is when you have like rollers taking the same route, basically the person in front is doing all the work, and the second one is just completely wasting their ink. I noticed a lot of paint rollers would be following me down the same narrow path. What are you doing?
Why would they? When I was in that situation, I just I was like, sweet, free ride. I squidded behind them.
Yeah, like they should be doing something other than rolling immediately behind me.
Or go a different way.
Oh, that sounds so good, actually. That sounds like a legit strategy. It's like you got like a tank in front of you, rolling down, and then there's this guy that thinks, I know, this one roller, and you just jump out as Squid mode, and you got a second roll, you just splat them with the spread mode thing. Oh god, that sounds
that would be pretty funny, actually. That'd be way better than just rolling behind them.
That sounds so legit. It's so great. Oh, I want to play the test fire.
It was really good.
There will be one more chance in a week, I guess.
And even if you miss it, game's coming out 29th. Get on it.
29th, I'm going to a tournament.
You need to get it and to play that instead. Whatever this tournament is,
it's a charity event. It's a charity Smash event.
It's charity. Okay.
Screw charity. Splatoon all the way.
No, it's the University of Washington's Smash for Smiles. You go and then you play and people donate and it should be a good time.
I love the name of that out of context. Just Smash for Smiles.
Yeah, it's funny.
Smash people.
but I might not go because I haven't played Melee in a while. I've still got my groove, but it's not.
You just gotta do some training.
Yeah, well, I don't have time.
Oh,
It's next week, isn't it? Yeah, 29th. I might just get Splatoon and play that instead.
that'd be easier.
Play Splatoon for charity. Stream it.
Just never make games again.
We should. Oh my god! I just realized this. Yeah. Well. Yeah. No. I'm actually thinking of on the 29th, if a good group of us, get the game on release. If we play together, I don't know if that'll be a thing like we can do.
It's not a thing right away.
We can't even join each other's matches of that.
I think you sort of can. Like you could try and
friends
join.
playing. You can join, I think.
Yeah.
But you guys, there's no like lobbies.
It's probably as awkward as like
Well,
Mario Kart. Like
on the 29th, we'll figure it out. But I'm going to be streaming.
I don't know if I'll even be able to get the game right away.
That's so tragic. You need to sell your cat.
We need to do a charity event for Dorko for you.
Do a charity stream. Start a Kickstarter.
Get an Indiegogo.
Take the money and run. Although I guess you couldn't really do that when the goal benefits me, but thank you for the money and then run because I feel like it.
Well, it's good to get some exercise. I mean, you're going to be in...
And then run to the store.
Playing Splatoon for the rest of your life. You might as well do a little run before you start.
Hopefully, Splatoon will last as long as TF2, but...
That's a very long time, but
especially if you're talking about me, I don't think any game will ever come close.
That's a lot of time.
No, that's like 1,000 hours, bro.
I think I could definitely pour a lot of hours into Splatoon. I am super I can't put into words how excited I am for this Squid base shit.
I'm very conflicted. Like, I'm excited, but there's always that impending doom feeling. Like, I'm like, oh man, I'm just gonna play this game for like a month, and then I'll like never play it again. I'll look at it every once in a while in my little shelf of games. I'll be like, I spent $60 on this today or that day.
It's like 70 here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Inflation.
I do feel like that I would get more time out of Splatoon than I have with Smash, or I would have with Mario Kart. But I guess just the fact that it's a shooter and it's fresh just interests me.
It is super interesting.
There you go. That's.
I'm definitely put a lot of hours into it. It looks fun. It looks good. It's great. I love it. They're cute. There's squid idols. There's an enemy, and there's also a shrimp man. It's so good.
Shrimp man.
All the octopi.
Yes, everything is so cute, and there's all those little lore things you can find in the single player.
And the squid idols.
I love the little picture of like a skeleton trying to play a game on the Wii U.
That is ritual.
I'm surprised you didn't notice. I'm surprised you didn't mention the squid idols.
I did mention that. I would mention those twice.
Oh shit! Well, 3 times makes charms. Lucky Charms. Stay away from my kids. Wait a second. Stay away from my Lucky Charms, kids. Yeah. I'm kind of excited about that little event thing that they said like they're gonna do like.
I forgot about that.
Versus dogs
events.
And stuff.
Well, yeah, like not only that, but like little party events, like within the game. Every once in a while.
Dog will prevail.
It does no.
Go dog, go dog. No. I'm gonna get the game
cats
just so I can
best.
vote for dog.
And I'll destroy you so that cats become the best.
Incorrect.
You should join dog just so dog falters at your inability to squid properly.
Well,
you weren't there for the test fire.
I'm going to be for the next one. I'll make sure. What's that? Work? I quit. Squids.
What's
Squids
that?
are
Life.
the priority.
I quit life. Time for squids.
Time to become a neat.
You're not already
Living that Dorko life.
that Dorko life.
Dorko, how does it feel?
He'll have squids. He'll feel great.
That's about it. Yeah. If I even get squids.
You have to get squids, or else your life will be meaningless.
You have to, or else we'll actually start a Kickstarter.
Those are both very valid points.
And you don't want a Kickstarter, not
Yes,
in this day and age.
I believe in you.
One day we're actually going to make one. We're going to see how far it takes us.
how many dollars they can get for people that
Well,
just really want to have this game.
it'll be like a year. We'll have it a year deadline, and we'll see how many people just like
I
we'll
think
write
you-
some really sad story.
You have to pick 30 days. You can't not pick 30 days, I think.
Oh no, that's terrible.
You're terrible.
We'll
I'm
pick
not sure how much more we
30.
can say about Squids. It's beautiful. It's a perfect game.
Yeah, there's
gonna be
not
great.
really much we can, huh?
May 29th.
Play the game on the test fire date, I think.
I
if
guess
there's gonna
one
be
last
enough.
thing is that it's like, man, I wish I could run into one of my friends in the demo, and it's like, dude, that's like a 1 in a million chance. I'm like, yeah, I know, but then I just ran into someone that I follow on Twitter and played a bit with them. We were
And now
on-
you're on a video.
yeah, they also made a little montage video, and I'm in it. Like they kill
Check
me at one
out
point.
Dorko for you in hot hip hop star. Drawer star Foo Poo on YouTube and also Twitter and other things. I'm sure we'll put the link in the description to the video.
I got
promise.
excited. I saw Cypher, but I didn't. It was just fake.
Yeah, like his name isn't even Cypher on the thing.
Yeah,
I think-
I was excited. Now I'm sad.
We didn't even try to like look for a server or whatever at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how well that would work. I
I
guess it
mean,
might have.
it would be maybe a tiny bit higher chance.
That's all right. It's for
Yeah,
the
it's fine.
best.
We'll probably play the game together eventually one day.
Eventually, I'll be able to destroy you.
I'm actually a little bit disappointed I didn't get to do the test fire because the test fire was what I was going to use to actually gauge my interest on it.
Well,
but
you have one more chance.
Take our
yeah.
word for it. It's beautiful.
Well, I am. That's what I'm scared of.
Whoa.
I'll just take your word for it, and then I'll get it, and I'll not be as hyped as like this pre-release
Oh
synergy that's flowing through the cosmos currently.
man,
I'll have you know that I have the best taste, and I'm always right.
you might have a point.
Yes. See, Dorko knows. Dorko knows to not even bother trying to argue with it.
I feel like there's nothing the game can do to disappoint me at this point. I feel I just like the
Man, if
controls.
Dorko is this optimistic about it, then I'll have to take his word for it.
I see how it is.
I'm sorry, but Dorko is much more a cold critic.
It feels that way sometimes, yeah.
Just because they have cute squids, all of a sudden my opinion's invalid.
Yeah, no, well, that's
The squid
well,
part is irrelevant.
No, it's important.
See, there you go. That's why Dorko will always be better. He didn't even get. He's like, "What's that, squids? What's that? Talking, walking dog poo?"
I was trying to go for a different kind of joke, but I guess that works too.
It's good.
I don't know how to do segues, but I've been on the Mega Man kick lately, and I feel like we could talk about Mega Man probably. Yes.
Mega Man's a good game and a pocket.
Just make
Mega Man.
You know who's good with Mega Man? Master Godzilla, who is still here. I promise. I think.
I'm not really sure if he is. I don't want to lie about it.
Did he die? MG, no. MG, no.
We might have killed
Can-
him with our.
Can
Nope.
I come out now?
There
Yeah,
he is.
You can leave the. You can come out from behind the sofa.
We're talking about
Jeez.
Mega Man.
Are you lying to me?
No.
I mean, yes.
Okay, Mega Man's pretty good.
Yeah.
And a podcast.
It's
Yep.
over.
No, but yeah, Dorko, go ahead. Tell him the reason of your craze.
I actually forgot why I started.
I was like, hey, Dorko, do you want to play Mega Man Battle Network 2? And Dorko's like, no, I want to play the first one. And like, don't play the first one. It's not that good. Play the second one with me. And then he played the first one, and the Juggernaut was unleashed.
Do you remember what brought that on? Like why you just suddenly were like, let's
I was
play.
just thinking about Mega Man Battle Network 2, and I was like, hey, do you
Oh.
want to play Mega Man Battle Network 2?
Alright.
I like it. It's a good series. I was
I was
played
just
with
like,
Matt
I was
Review
just
months
super
ago.
stubborn because like I want to play it in order. Like even like paper was like, it doesn't matter. The story's all stupid crap anyway. Like no, I gotta do it in order.
Well, the first one does have a thing that is kind of mentioned again in the second game, and the third game, and the fourth game, the fifth game, and the sixth game.
I actually got spoilered on that when I was just browsing Tumblr. I'm like, what the?
Oh yeah, it's like
shit.
everybody knows it.
I didn't expect like a game like Mega Man Battle Network to drop that. Like shit, that's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, that
Wait,
was actually.
what? I have no
it's
idea
a
what-
spoiler. I can't tell. We can't tell you.
I guess eventually the second game will drop it too.
Oh yeah, the second game's totally gonna drop it.
All right.
You guys have to tell me when we reach that because I didn't play through
No,
all the first game.
You'll know when you see it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, will people die? I mean,
People have already died.
Yeah,
Right?
you're right. Mega Man Battle Network is not PG. Let me just tell you what. Some little kid says, "Who the hell are you?" Can you believe that? They dropped the H word. H-E double hockey sticks.
Let me just tell you the spoiler, Megafire.
No.
Lan is actually classic Mega Man.
Oh.
You did it. You spoiled it.
It's actually a sequel to the classic series. He's still trying to track down Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wowie.
Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wowie. Dr. Yowie.
Wowie zowie.
I love how sudden, like, this game just has the most sudden deaths. Like, in Battle Network 2, when, like, that one of the bad guys, like, fails his mission, they're like, we don't need you anymore. And then, like, this suitcase in the corner is like a bomb. I forgot his final words. It was something like, oh, so
like, what bomb? Oh, that one.
Oh,
yeah, like, oh, that one.
Or those two cars that just crash into each other. Like, oh, they're dead now.
Like, the cars that just drive into each other and explode into nothing made me laugh so hard.
That shit is some like horror movie crap.
And then the 4 kids dubbed it, and it was like, it's okay, I saw the parachutes.
Really? Oh no, 4 kids. Okay, I got the joke.
He. No, he.
It was 4 kids that dubbed it, though, wasn't it?
No.
I don't remember.
I want to assume that Battle Network was too late, but I don't know.
No, Battle Network's pretty old. Like you're talking about the anime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it was
You
just
guys.
at that 4 kids era or not.
Did it even air on Fox Box? Was it on?
No, it was on WB.
Okay, it probably wasn't 4 kids.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't was that before Fox? What?
WB was a separate network.
Yeah,
It did play some 4Kids stuff though.
That's right. Okay, yeah, you're right. There's
So,
one.
Dorko, what was your favorite classic Mega Man game?
Oh
Honestly, I do agree with the masses that 2 and 3 are the most enjoyable. I think those are the most solid. I don't know which one I prefer personally. Maybe 2, just because 3 drags on a bit. But they're both really good.
3 is.
Yeah, 3 is when it started to get long. Like you had the Roa Masters, then you had the Dock Boss, then you had the Castle.
None of the other games are really that long compared to 3.
Yeah.
3 is like the longest, I think.
It's like 3 was like, check out what we can do, and then the ones after that are like, we don't have any ideas.
Here's another Mega Man, exactly the same as the last 2, I promise. Except
it was
not
Viz
good.
Media that did the anime.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay. Viz. Yeah.
Ooh.
I wonder if the little kids still say, "Who the hell are you?"
I don't think that kid's even in the anime.
Oh man, but he was the best kid.
Well, the anime doesn't really follow the games that much.
Oh.
It doesn't. They have like plot points from like the 3rd game popping up in like the first few episodes. I'm like, oh okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fine.
It's alright though. I like the anime. It's okay.
Like halfway through, they're like, you know what? This isn't a lot like Mega Man. We're gonna take the battles from the cyber world and put them in the real world.
I don't remember that part. Thanks for spoiling it.
I wanted to rewatch the anime because I remember watching it as a kid, but like I guess only episodes or so.
I've been rewatching it through right now. Actually, it's all right.
I wanted to watch Star Force because
Star Force is adorable.
I watched I started. That was like years back. I started watching it in order years ago as a kid, and I liked it a lot. I don't know. It was an interesting plot. Actually, I don't remember what the plot was. I know I was interested with it though.
But how are the Star Force games?
Oh yeah, those
okay.
exist.
I'm just curious about them.
I like the story in the Star Force games a little bit better. The actual battles are. I like them. I think they're different in a good way, but they're like you lose some of your mobility. Like instead of being on a 3x3 grid, you're on a 3x1 grid, so you can only move left, right, and dodge by pressing back. But you have this cool like over the shoulder perspective.
Being able to dodge is nice.
Yeah, it's still. I think you shield too.
See, I don't. I only knew that there was a Star Force anime. I didn't know that there was a game.
I don't know the games. Jeez, it's terrible. There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Only 3.
I just never I never hear anything about them.
And there's a crossover game too, with Battle Network.
What is there?
Really?
Yes.
Was it Japan only?
Yep.
There you go.
It's literally just Battle Network 1 with a little bit of Star Force in it.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
Because there's time travel and shit.
So-
Weird.
Star Force is a direct sequel of Battle
No,
Network?
it's like it's an alternate reality where instead of developing the internet, they develop radio technology or whatever.
No. It's the same universe.
Is it the same universe?
Yep, it's just in the future.
That's
Yeah.
where did the internet go?
Huh? It's still around. You're technically still in the internet. Internet evolved into the radio waves.
That's so weird and strange.
Oh,
I
I get
forgot
it.
that
It's like
detail.
virtual reality, but everywhere.
Internet evolved into the radio waves? What?
It's called FM. It's like weird.
Oh,
You gotta play
alright.
it. It's really good though. I definitely recommend it. They're good.
It's like it's kind of like a sudden shift too in series. It's like if you're playing the classic Mega Man series, and then all of a sudden you're playing the Zero series.
Oh.
I don't know.
It's like I missed a couple hundred years somewhere in here.
I'm just
I remember-
amused thinking, like, here's the latest technology, and it's like this old-ass, old radio.
Here it is, the radio.
Come on, Mega Man, we gotta jack into the radio.
It's really the only Mega Man game where you just flat out fight aliens.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
aliens are apparently made out of radio technology.
Of course.
They're viruses, aren't they?
Huh? No, there are viruses that exist in the radio for some reason.
viruses.
Of course.
Radio viruses.
It's so weird.
I remember
I should just
remember
tell them what they are. They're called FM viruses, but FM's
Yeah.
a radio. Come on.
I remember
Anyway.
in
The other
anime,
name for them
there
is
was Mets
dubstep.
that just went insane and they just started like breaking down things. Like I forget if the Mets were just robots or if they were like I'm really confused now because I thought they were like they had robots too, didn't they? Like the Mets were just robots or something.
Which series are you talking about?
Star Force.
No, they're FM viruses.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can become physical beings.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Weird.
Yeah, they just
Robots aren't really around in the Battle Network stuff. Wily still does his robot stuff, but that's about it.
Hey, wait, Wily's in Star Force?
No.
He's
What
in
did you-
Battle
Talk
Network.
about Battle Network universe.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say like, wait.
Battle Network and Star Force are the same universe. So
Yeah, I know.
It
that,
sure
but,
would be
like,
something if Wiley was still alive and kicking.
No, he's good. Don't worry about it. He's okay.
Evil never dies! However Wiley sounds like.
Oh man! But speaking of time skips, I remember when me and Dorko we started playing X together. We went through the first 2 games already. We still haven't gone on. But I remember we had this long discussion before we even started playing, because we saw Zero, and I remembered playing the Zero, like the first Zero game. And for some reason, I was totally set on the fact that Zero was a prequel of X, because I didn't play through the game, so I like played through maybe like 25% of it. I was young. I like picked it up. I was like, hey, this is Mega Man, right? And it was like, this is nothing like Mega Man.
Kind of like Mega Man.
Kind of, but you got a sword. It's not like Mega Man.
I couldn't really get into the Zero series, unfortunately. Which a lot of my friends when I was younger really liked it.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. Like, I think it was just like I just didn't. I was just not really into it, so I should try it again. But point is, I thought the Zero series was a prequel to X, because they kept saying X, this bad guy, and I'm like, if X is the main villain and he's the hero in this one, must be some kind of, I don't know, ending was like friendship or some crap like that. So he's a good guy now, so this must be the sequel of the Zero series, because Zero's here. There he is. He's right there. So I was really confused for a long, like, until I went through the wiki, and I was like, oh, that's even more of a time skip.
Wiki solve all confusion.
Classic Mega Man just kind of has this linear thing going forward. It's not too hard to figure out once you figure out the dates and stuff.
And it's like classic X0ZX.
Yeah.
Legends.
Then Legends eventually.
Wait,
No,
Legends is at the same time?
Yep,
Isn't Legends like last?
It's like 3 million years in the future or something.
What in the world?
It's a fuck ton, long time after everything else.
Yeah, because like everything that they're finding is like old shit from the other series, right? All that old shit they find.
Yeah.
I don't remember how it works.
Something like that.
Yeah, the only ones that are like alternate realities is Battle Network and Star Force.
Oh shit! I knew Battle Network was alternate reality, and I figured Star Force was alternate
Star
reality.
Force with Battle Network.
Yeah, I knew that. I didn't. I thought Legends was also just alternate.
Nope. That's part of the continuity.
That's interesting.
But it's so far in the future, it might as well be its own continuity.
I guess, but if they're referencing stuff from the...
But at the same time, the old series are like considered legends.
I get it. I understand. You die.
Which is why you have like Mega Man comic books and Mega Man video games and Legends.
That's cute.
And Mega Man Volna is named after Mega Man.
I understand
Dude's
that.
favorite character.
I understand now. It all makes sense now. I never...
Mega Man is pretty much Norse mythology to them or something.
So wait, is that Mega Man a Mega Man fanboy?
Yes.
Probably.
He's a Mega Man cosplayer.
It was named after Mega Man because, like, Beryl is a big Mega Man fan of the video games and TV shows.
I'd kind of love to see that concept in like another franchise, like a Sonic game where you just play a Sonic Man.
This is 1,000 years after Sonic was dead.
Not even. Not even. You just play a Sonic Man instead.
Oh, you mean the Sonic Man from 06, the guy with the Sonic hat?
Like you just play as him. He's just as fast.
Wait, is that actually a person that exists?
Yeah, it's
he's
a character in Sonic 06.
Oh my god!
He wears like a
that's
little
wonderful.
like hat or something.
He's
What does
just
he do?
he's
You race him in like a side quest.
he's
CPU?
I mean, he could. It's really sad if he does, because he's not that fast.
he's still faster than Sonic though.
I mean, I usually like to push the faster than Sonic gag, but not in this case, no.
No.
He's just that slow. Not only is the game slow, but he's slow.
Hey man, Sonic's fast in that game. He just goes too fast.
No, the game. No, I'm talking about the frames. The frames are gone. They're just not there to make him fast.
Sure.
Zero gravity Sonic.
Why true gravity?
Try chew up a street.
Something like that.
But well, actually, Darko, talk about the classic Mega Man games. What is your like consensus?
We already discussed that.
No, because I know he's always talked about like specifics about it. Like, go ahead.
I just say like 2 or 3 sentences, like, oh, we already covered that.
Oh, we're good. Classic is good.
No. Go ahead, Darko.
I mean, I guess basically it's like it had a really solid start and they improved on it, and it does kind of feel like they sort of ran out of ideas a bit. I feel like Mega Man 6 kind of suffers some of the same problems as 4 and 5, but there's something about 6 I just find charming.
I like that they have all the alternate paths, and I like the robot suits. I just wish they didn't play that animation every single time you wanted to use it.
I do feel like it's a bit of a weird decision that the suits don't have any ammo to it. Like, it doesn't do the whole ammunition thing. Like, freaking using that jet all the time kind of breaks the platforming.
Yeah, especially if you know how to get it early. It makes the game a lot easier. But that's the thing a lot of older games like to do for people who already knew how to play the game. So the strategy became you can grab this thing first, or as first as you can, and then break the game with it.
I guess it's possible they did want to make Mega Man games easier.
Well, Mega Man games aren't that difficult to begin with.
Well, yeah, but I mean, for the everyday man.
I mean,
I don't really understand that strategy when it's like, oh man, I'm gonna get Mega Man 5. Maybe it's easier than the last one. I don't know if that kind of person exists.
It's too bad that's true, though. Mega Man 5 sucks.
I'm glad you agree, because I did not have a good time with Mega Man 5. That was just, ugh.
The sad part is that's one of the stories that seems like it's kind of plausible. Like, you didn't really see that much of Proto Man, so for him to suddenly go evil, it's like, oh, this could actually...
I love the story, and I love the reveal of Proto Man's castle.
Yeah.
Like that, I laughed pretty hard at that.
At least they straightened things up with 6.
Yeah.
I feel like Battle Network suffers from the same thing. Well, its first 3 are really solid, and then 4 and 5 kind of dip, and then 6 is okay again.
You could probably...
Yep.
The fact that
you could probably say that about
games
every...
makes me cringe.
It's too bad that Battle Network 5 sucks, too.
It does, it's terrible.
Oh man, I can't wait till I play it.
Wait till you get to Mega Man X5.
Oh my god, why are all the 5s so bad?
I can't wait till I play it.
Why do you think 0 stopped at 4?
What do you mean?
5 is a number.
X5's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
Well, we're still on. We still got to go through X3, so.
Oh boy.
It's not as bad as like the later 2.
Oh, I heard from Papero he liked it more than. Did he say it was better than
What?
7 is god awful.
1,
8 is
but
better,
worse
but,
than 2
yeah.
or something?
I
Or
don't know what you're talking about.
I heard 8 was really good. I've never played 8 though, for
Eight's
obvious reasons.
definitely better than 7. But I don't really care for the X series after the first 3. 4's okay.
I saw the final like true ending of X8 and I'm like, what? No, that's dumb.
I don't remember what it is.
I don't know if I should spoil it if you guys
Yeah,
are
you
going to play.
You can spoil it.
Sigma was not behind it.
Oh, that's cool. That's good. Finally, it's always Sigma.
But, yeah, that's the tradition.
He has to be behind it.
that's like saying, "Oh man, I wish Wily wasn't behind every."
That would have made things a little more interesting as well.
No.
But
I gotta say,
that, remember?
I gotta say, for like a few moments while playing Mega Man 10, I was like, maybe Wily's not behind it this time.
No, he's always behind.
Come on, those are the throwback games, Dorko. They aren't going to throw a twist at you in
I
those.
know,
How
but
is
it's
Mega
like
Man
he
10?
was a nice guy, except he's not. Well, he was kind of a nice guy in the ending, though.
He was nice at the end.
Like, we're expecting it for it to be there. I am Dr. Cossack. I was evil the whole time!
Oh no, not Dr.
That's what's
Cossack.
happening in Pharaoh Man, isn't it?
What?
It's a joke. Don't worry about it.
What? Wait, were you expecting, like, the Robo Enzo to be like, haha, I was Sigma the whole time?
Yes.
That would be great.
That would throw you off, I guess.
That would be terrible.
It would be amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah, it was me, Wily Nigga.
From the
It was me, Wily, from the Battle Network universe.
Oh yeah, I guess I do feel like mentioning. Okay, I didn't like 7 very much, and I only watched 8 and looked pretty much the same as 7. I didn't really like Mega Man 9, but it was alright. And I actually really liked Mega Man 10. 10 was pretty
No,
great.
10's fun. I like 10.
I wish they
That's
had the
great.
slide.
Everyone's always saying, no, 9's so much better than 10. I'm like, no, I really
Really?
like 10 a lot more.
No,
No,
10's
yeah,
a lot better.
I thought 10's a lot better.
They got on their group with Mega Man 10.
Yeah.
9 was like, they're just bringing back shit because it was in Mega Man, not because it was fun.
Yo,
Yeah.
Like, enemies jumping out of pits. Like, who ever thought that was a good idea?
they still have that in like whatever game introduced that, it just became a staple. I hate that staple.
I think
Yeah.
it's in
You need to use a
3.
staple remover.
I think it was like sort of 4 or 5.
9 was
Weird.
just throwback to Mega Man 2 for the sake of throwback to Mega Man 2. 10 tried to be its own thing.
10, yeah, 10
Especially with the final Wily stage transition.
Oh,
That was pretty amazing.
that was good. That
Oh yeah, that really threw me for a loop.
Question, how did Wily build all that with no one noticing him?
he's very fast. I mean, he built that while you were in the castle still.
I've got to build this before Mega Man gets up here.
That's why he's very busy, man. That's why he got stuck.
Done! I better get this Wily capsule ready.
Just like how Eggman had built that whole fleet in Sonic Heroes. Eggman and Wily got so much in common. That's why they became
Then
great
he built
friends for a while.
another entire fleet in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, did he? I forgot.
Yeah. You play one of the levels is going through his fleet, like you're jumping from ship to ship. It was pretty good.
Those evil
Well,
scientists.
just repainted all the small ships or something.
Those guys are
Did you
very
even
efficient.
Destroy his fleet in Heroes?
You don't destroy it.
Maybe
but
not
things
all of the
die.
ships, but you
Break
did.
some of them, and then I know that one guy, Metal Man guy, uses them for ammo sometimes.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure he's got more ships. I'm sure he has like a factory, an automated factory, just make ships for him.
I mean, it's just amusing though, because like in Sonic, like the first Sonic Adventure, like when he whips out the second egg carrier, he specifically is like, "I built this just in case Chaos was a betraying douchebag." But by like
He's
Sonic Heroes, he has like a whole fleet.
He's like, I learned my lesson. Everybody's a backstabber. This is one for every citizen on this goddamn planet.
A lot of ships. Where does he get all the metal for those ships? That's what I would like to know.
I
He
built this
recycles.
entire new egg fleet just in case an alien invasion showed up and revealed that they actually created Shadow.
I'm always prepared.
I'm always ready.
I feel like the only explanation is that Eggman recycles.
Yes.
Like
I'm
Sonic-
always prepared. That's why I've got the Scepter of Darkness taped to my head. Shit!
I like how it always comes
My
back
name
to
is
you guys.
Dr. Ivo Robotnik, and I go green. Do you?
No! I built tons of robots! I
Good.
use new resources every time.
Where does he get those resources? He recycles from his past fortresses.
that has to be the answer.
It has to be because the world would be littered with just like fucking wily ass fortresses.
I'm just
Maybe it
waiting
is.
for... What if Capcom makes another Mega Man game anytime within our lifetime? They're just gonna make a Wily Fortress just like place smack damn in the center of a city.
It's no, it's like Mega Man Legends. You just find it's like, guess we found another wily fortress, guys.
It's like,
Oh
okay,
man,
that's Wily
when are we
Fort-
gonna actually find a regular building from the past? It's not gonna happen. They're all wily fortresses.
We should go inside one of them one of these days. What's in this thing, Yellow Devil?
Damn it.
If only we try to enter from the top instead of the bottom, it'd probably be a lot less work.
Oh my god, why didn't Mega Man just drop in, dude? Why didn't he just-
Teleportation shields.
But
or
what's
something.
stopping him from like being dropped down from like a rush or a helicopter or something?
Anti-aircraft guns.
Okay,
Anti-rush
Alright.
guns.
there's probably those.
There is guns on some of the Wily Fortresses if you look at them.
Yeah.
There's also bones. Giant bones. What
Look
do they
out
do
for
with
those bones.
In the
Chax
Mega Man
Breakers.
universe, dinosaurs are fucking huge.
It's true. That's
Like a normal Velociraptor was Godzilla sized.
Oh,
That's spooky.
maybe they're just a world of gnomes.
That's just poking out of the stratosphere and shit.
Maybe Mega Man is actually the size of a Pikmin.
Oh shit. The lore changes.
Oh no.
Wait, no it doesn't, because trees are normal size.
Oh.
Maybe they're baby trees.
Nah, it's dumb.
That's too stupid for a series like Mega Man.
Oh, bro.
It's baby gnome tree. Man.
I know next to nothing about the ZX series.
It's good you should play it.
When does that
Can't
one take
remember.
place? Is that one after
It's
Zero?
After Zero.
After Zero.
Is there a Mega Man timeline?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
just said it earlier this podcast.
No, like that I can refer to, like the next game to play.
Classic, X, Zero, ZX, Legends.
Yeah, dude, it's not that hard. We have to go through X3 now.
And they're all in
Alright.
order in their respective series.
Yeah. Because they're all time skips between each other. Except I think ZX isn't a time skip. Is
It
it?
is.
The
Oh.
time skip. They're all time skips.
Oh, okay. Well, they're all time skips then. I was right. First.
Zero is the only one that really, really heavily refers to the previous one.
From the
Zero
previous-
talks about the X series a lot.
Oh, yeah. Well, that
I
makes
just got
sense.
things to say. Like, I didn't really like X7, but oh,
X what?
I said 7.
It's funny though. They never actually refer to any of the characters by name except for like X and Zero.
Dude, okay, I just
So Zero
realized
would be like,
something.
I was in a lot of wars once upon a time. We fought a bad man.
Oh, we
Just a
fought
bad man.
bad man.
Very bad man.
He wasn't even a man.
Meanwhile, Sigma's in the past just like throwing up his arms and be like, I'm done. I'm out. Later.
I'm
They
a
don't
bad
remember
man.
me in the next 100 years. I threw a satellite at Earth and no one remembers me.
Shit. That's...
I am crucial to the plot of Mega Man 04, and no one refers to me.
Wait, really?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang.
The main base in 04 is the place where the colony crashed in X5.
Whoa.
Cool.
I have no idea what you're talking
That's
about. I haven't
deep.
played the X and Zero series. Shoot.
That's
We gotta get on
nice.
it, Dork.
Should end this podcast right now and start playing Mega Man X.
No, it's midnight. I'm not doing. No,
No, you have to
please.
start it now. Start playing Mega Man X.
It starts during the podcast.
Hey, Durko, don't you want to play Mega Man X? 3?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Three's
There,
like,
see, now you gotta do it.
you know what's funny? You could just skip 3.
No,
No.
3's good.
There's literally nothing of importance that happens in 3,
But
though.
it's a video game. I gotta play it.
No, you don't understand. Dorko will not skip anything.
Yeah.
He wants to.
Won't.
Except
Alright.
8. 8 was that
Hey.
bad.
I'm going to give you a piece of advice right now.
All right.
If you find a Dr. Light capsule, and he says, I'm going to give you a chip, do not get that chip.
Really?
Do not get the chip.
What
Why?
happens?
If you skip all the chips in the game, in the final... Because you can only have, like, one chip at a time. And the one you choose, you're stuck with that for the rest of the game.
I
Oh.
don't remember that being a thing in 3, was it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, shit.
If you skip all the chips and go to one of the fortresses, I forget which it is, you'll find Dr. Light. He's like, I'm going to give you gold armor now, Mega Man.
Oh, the gold armor, I remember now.
And then you get all the powers of the chips at once.
That is crafty.
Oh.
But you can still go after the armors. The armors are fine.
All right.
Yeah, they are.
I'll try and remember.
Hey Dorko,
that.
I've got a advice for you if you play Mega Man X3. If you find Dr. Light capsule and you talk to him, jump into it.
There was totally a moment that I herped the derp, and like I found my first capsule in X2, and so I got the message. It's like Dr. Light's like, "Hey, Mega Man X, there's a thing. Jump in the capsule, you'll get the power." And like I read the explanation. I'm like, "Okay, cool. Air dash." Like, wait, it's not working. I better make sure I got it. Okay, I talked to him again. Like, okay, cool. I left. I never jumped into the capsule. I totally like talked to. I got the light message again just to be sure I got it, but I didn't jump in the capsule.
You did this in the first X game many
I
times.
know. I don't. I don't
There
know.
was one in your way.
There's no adequate explanation except I really wasn't paying attention.
I was just so flabbergasted. I was like, Dorko, you're real.
Honestly, I feel like it's unique for a video game where it explains what you're getting before you get it, and like you can just walk away. I
Like,
don't know.
X1 is the only one where they force power-ups on you. The rest of them, you don't ever have to get any of the armors, ever.
You don't really have to get all the power-ups in X1.
Yeah, but
No,
the-
force
but
one
they
on you.
they force 2 on you.
Oh, they forced 2 on you.
Yeah.
What's the
Ooh.
other one?
Zero's Buster.
Yeah.
If you don't get the arm parts, Zero will give you his Buster before he dies.
But yet the
Oh,
funny
I thought
thing
that
is
was-
that you can still input passwords where you don't have the slide, which I at one point my game kind of messed up and I put a password. I forgot to check in the dash. I mean, and I didn't
Yeah.
have the dash, so I had to put the
The
password. again.
fortress levels are designed with the dash in mind.
Oh, totally.
You start with the dash in 2 onwards, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
In X8, you start with the air dash, too.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The air dash.
Actually, something I liked in actually, this is something that has bothered me from both games. Well, I guess it's from both me and Dorko because we are terrible at guessing what weaknesses are. We played the game without like looking at weaknesses, except like during X2, Dan was just like he was like we're on this guy. Oh, okay, his weaknesses, and then he would tell us what the weaknesses, and we were like, oh, we were thinking completely different thing. And we were, like sometimes we were going in and we were totally like we were talking to each other the whole time we were doing it, and we were like assuring each other. It's like, so what would be this guy's weakness? Oh yeah, definitely. It was for sure that makes sense, because this, and we go in and it's like completely different. I'm like, what the fuck?
I gotta say though that when I played Mega Man 10, I almost got it perfect. I almost guessed everything right. But when I had to pick between fucking Blade Man and Strike Man, I got it wrong. Because I did not know what the heck they would be.
Womp womp.
But I was really proud of myself because all the other bosses, I got the right power, like electric, water, fire, ice, yada yada. Like,
I think one of my favorite little touches to attention in that game is with Nitro Man's weakness, because you use the ice power on him, right?
Makes sense.
You deal more damage if he runs over it when it's the spikes on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cool.
I didn't know that.
It was actually really funny the first time I tried the power on that stage. I'm like, I wonder what this does. And it makes little ice spikes. And it's like, honk, honk. And like a freaking van or whatever is racing towards me. And it touches the spikes. It's like, oh no!
Oh my god.
I can't believe there's a stage where there's just constantly cars trying to run you over. It's so good.
That's so great. You
It's
climb up the ladder. There's nothing there.
honestly, it's kind of repetitive, but I love it anyway.
Plus, Nitro Man has probably one of the best songs in that game.
I really liked one of the songs, but I forgot which one it was. I don't know if it was Nitro Man, but somebody has a really good song in that game.
Commando Man isn't from 10, is he?
Yes.
No, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Solo Man has a good song too. It's not as instantly catchy as like Nines, but it really grows on you.
I cannot remember Mega Man music. Like, I remember the tune, but not who it's associated with. Because I know there's a tune in 10 I really like. I don't know which boss it is.
A lot of the early ones I can tell you, but not the later ones.
I like recognize all the early ones. I can't sometimes I forget I put the song to the wrong person because I some of them really meld together sometimes in the early ones. Some of the tunes sound really they complement each other.
Compliment each other.
Thanks.
Oh man.
In X2, I think one of my favorite themes was probably Crocodilio Man, Vector or
Wheelgator.
Wheelgator. Yeah, his is really good.
Oh man, I had to go to Wheelgator first just because I knew the song. There's this one YouTube pooper I really like. He has like a video or two where he has like this Wheelgator song playing, and it's so catchy. It's
my
gotta be one of
favorite song
too.
from the first X game was Boomer Twanger Stage.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one. When you play 3, you're gonna love Gravity Beetle.
Storm Eagles is really good too.
Yeah.
Mega Man games.
Storm Eagles was just really, really weird. When I started the stage, I'm like, "Are you sure I'm going off to fight a bad guy?" This song sounds way too heroic.
Storm Eagle is a hero.
Yeah, Storm Eagle was in the OVA. He was my favorite.
I couldn't believe his voice. I couldn't believe anyone's voice. Freaking Sean Pinkman being like, "Squad, hey, Mega Man!"
Yeah.
Hey, Mega Man.
No, but Storm Eagle, he comes in and he's just like, "Hello, my friends. This is me, Storm Eagle." And I'm just like, okay. Oh, man. I'm disappointed there were no other Robot Masters in that one. I really wanted to see the voice for Gorilla Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember they all...
Yeah. I think we've pretty much covered everything we wanted to talk about.
I guess so. But I'm really enjoying Mega Man getting. I'm gonna continue it probably.
Probably.
So
no, Dorko. Before you go back on to X, you got to play all the Mega Man fan games.
Yeah, you gotta play Mega Man vs. Street Fighter.
See you in a year.
Sure.
Is that even really a fan game? I mean, it was Capcom endorsed. That's canon.
You gotta play.
I don't think it's canon. I don't think it's canon. Wily's not in it.
No, it's totally canon.
Who's the main villain of Mega Man and
That makes sense. I wouldn't.
They before they axed the story completely, they said the original story was Bison comes out of hiding after like 20 years, and he makes like robotic duplicates of all the Street Fighters that beat him before, and then it's up to like the only hero that could stop him now, Mega Man, to save the day.
M. Bison comes out of hiding after 20 years. Actually, he kidnapped Dr. Wily in those 20 years and stole his robot knowledge and made robots.
What
But
a plot.
Like the Capcom USA guys say, it's like, oh, it's like right after Mega Man 4. Which makes sense.
I'm just going to have my head canon that it never happened.
Street Fighter
That works
is in the
too, I
same
guess.
universe.
Wait, was they
as
covered
Mega
in the
Man.
comics? Is there going to be some weird arc where they used the Street Fighter robots?
I'm sure if they had the rights to Street Fighter, they would do it.
I mean...
Wait, it's in the
maybe.
comic?
No,
No.
I mean, like, what if it is? If it
No,
really takes
Archie
place?
doesn't have the rights to Street Fighter.
Well, yeah.
Alright.
But
They
the
only have
Street
special
Fighter
permission
people are going to be in the crossover, right?
Yeah,
They
they.
only have special permission for that.
Yeah,
I know that. I'm
John
just-
was like, hell yeah, you could put him in there. It's just not going to be canon with either of their stuff. So
Hey guys, can we put Gormagala in this? Yeah! How would he fit? We don't know!
We're making it up as we go along.
Is Gormagala really in it?
Huh?
Is Gormagala really in the crossover?
I don't know. Some kind of monster.
Some
monsters.
monster
in
there
the
is
Monster
there is a Monster Hunter thing in the
Oh,
crossover.
that's so great. I'm happy.
I'm so excited for Worlds Unite. I had to
Yeah, it does
remember the
say
name.
Collide. It's not.
It better just turn into like Mega Man Civil War or something, or I'm going to be like really really sad.
When I remember when I was reading Worlds Collide, there was this one scene. Okay, no, it wasn't one of those off panels like the very end with like, we have made our most ultimate robot whatever they called robot masters for like the Sonic robotified
Roboticized Masters? I forgot.
roboticized master, and it was like, big man, go do what you do
Oh,
best.
that!
And
The
then-
short circuit or whatever.
yeah, and then he was fishing at a fishing hole, and Wily and Eggman were like behind a bush looking, and he pulls out like a metal piranha, one of Eggman's metal piranha bots, and they just like look really shocked and surprised.
Like, whenever you ask me what my favorite Robot Master is, it's Big Man.
It's big man.
But he's not a robot master; he's a
He's a
roboticized.
roboticized
Well,
master.
too bad he's my favorite. Otherwise, it's Blizzard Man. I love Blizzard Man so much.
Fuck yeah,
I like that he
Blizzard
just
man.
rolls into the thing over and over again.
He's
Blizzard
the
Man
Robot
is
Master
great.
on the skis. It's so good.
Thank you, Canada.
You're welcome.
Speaking of Canada, Canada is in the final. Have you been watching hockey?
No.
Oh,
No.
what's wrong with you? You're not Canadian.
Are you really gonna talk
You're a
about
fake
hockey
Canadian.
No. Why?
Well,
No,
Why
we're
are you
done
even
now.
bringing this up?
If we're going into hockey, we're stopping this now.
everybody,
It's over.
everybody knows that Six is a fake
I'm
Canadian.
Don't you even start with me. You don't know what it's like in Canada. I quit. I'm walking.
See you later, Six, fake Canadian.
That's the end of the podcast.
Good night, everybody.
We love you.
Some of us.